Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for the sprint for the 2025 Belgian Grand Prix. We've got an exciting one. It is dry. We've just been confirmed Gasly will not be starting the race. Well, he might be starting from the pit lane. So that's a shame. From P8 down to the pit lane, or not even starting at all. But yeah, let's get on into it. We've got an exciting one. We've got Piastri on pole, who looks absolutely dominant this weekend. So locked in. But Max Verstappen P2 with his low downforce wing. Can he go for a run down the back straight? I don't know what's it called. I don't know what corner is it. Turn 4? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, turn 4. Can Max go for a move there? How's Lando going to respond? But yeah, if it's your first time here for the watch along, welcome on in. This is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down in the bottom left, and you got lovely Twitch chat that you can type in. So if you're watching right now on TikTok or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We do watch alongs like this for every single session, for every single Grand Prix weekend. So stick around or come back later for qualifying. We're going to be live all day on Twitch while we wait for qualifying to start. But in the meantime, we've got a sprint. We've got the sprint post-race show. We've got the F2 sprint race. We've got plenty that is going on. Let's talk about it all. Sprint is about to begin. Formation lap is about to get started. Let's get on into it. Get ready to sync on up with the lap counter. Final chance to get your channel point predictions in on Twitch. I'm going to end that very soon, so get them in. Whew. How are we all done? Who do you think is going to win the sprint today? I think Piastri. I think it's Piastri or Max. Either Max will get past down the straight and just hold on for 14 laps, or Piastri's going to absolutely dominate. We'll see how this goes. MD Mike, Leslie, C7, HN Noel, Adoe, Connor, Rudra, Kusku, Jamin, Liam, Sihan, Sasha, Fennel, Brava, Fope, Sovo, Ruby, Cherried, Juan, Gamer, Soline, Cora, and Danny. Thank you guys all for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Does slash hide chat work on TikTok? Is that how it works? Hope Lando does well this race. I would like for the championship for Lando to do well, because it looks like Piastri might dominate this weekend otherwise. Oh, look, they're still working on Gasly's car. Is he even going to be able to get in? He's only just licking his earbuds to hop in the car now. What the fuck? I wouldn't be surprised if Gasly doesn't start this race, considering he's not even in the car yet. All right, everyone going mediums. Colapinto's like, fuck it. Let's go softs. Why not? Why not? Max had a little lock up at turn 1, front right. Really? What, on the formation lap just now? Oh yes, the first race without Christian Horner. Laurent Mekies now team principal of Red Bull Racing. Will it be a good one for him? Let's see. I want Lando to win the championship because he's got a good chance, but Piastri is doing well. Look, between the two, for me, I just want to fight, right? I think whoever's down in the championship, I'm going to be supporting. So in this case, Lando's down in the championship. I'm like somewhat cheering for Lando, but I obviously want Piastri to win the championship. I like him more as a driver, and he's Australian. But I'm not going to be like, no, fucking Piastri lost if he loses. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a Piastri fan at the end of the day. But I would prefer Piastri to win. But I just want to fight. I'm an F1 fan. I want to fight. I want tensions to be high. I loved Piastri finally cracking, showing some emotion last week. And yeah, he's coming this weekend very strong. Very, very strong. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, sorry, I cannot show the race broadcast, obviously, because it is copyrighted, guys. So I do apologize. Well, it's not my fault. I'm just not allowed to show it. But find a place where you can watch it and sync it up with us and having a good time chatting all about the race. All right, final cars, or cars starting to line up on the grid here. Is Piastri going to start? Is Gasly going to start the race? Is the question. Max should stop getting himself between the McLarens, and then you'll get a fight. Yeah, true. Or Max is going to fight Piastri. Part of me feels like some chaos is going to happen right now. Colapinto's starting from the pit lane because I think they did some changes on his car. May as well. He was starting last anyway. All right, here we go. The Gatorade F1 Sprint. Lights are not working. Lights are on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's lights out and away we go. Looks like Lando is going to send it. No, we're good. Oh, Max around the outside already. No, won't be able to. But can Max get the run now with his low rear wing? He had a little bit of a... he kind of spun the rears out of turn 1 there. No carnage behind. It's all clean right now. Has Max got a run? Come on! He's got the run! Come on! Please, please. Let's go. This is what I was saying. Now all he needs to do is hang on for 14 laps. Come on. Wait. And the clear past Lando. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God. Okay, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Oh, I forgot to end the predictions. There we go. Okay. He's got this low rear wing. He's going to be so bad through Sector 2. But there's no overtaking spots through Sector 2. So all he needs to do is hang on the straights now. Okay, that was exactly what I thought would happen. And it happened. I think the amount of times I've seen someone get overtaken into turn 4 in Spa on the opening lap, it's just too many. You just knew it was going to happen again. And that's what this low downforce setup was for. You know, he did this in Silverstone, but obviously it rained in Silverstone. But now he's able to show it in Spa. Excuse me. The problem is now, this is a prime... This would be prime position for Lando to attack Piastri, but he's been overtaken by Leclerc. Excuse me. All right, lap 2. How long can Max hang on for? Yeah, look how far back he was, but with this low rear wing, with the slipstream. Oh, they're under the trees. Holy. Wait, so where... The McLarens are so slow in a straight. Great move from Leclerc as well. Wow, the 6 kilometers per hour difference on the McLarens is crazy. Have McLaren fumbled the bag this weekend? Have they made a car that isn't optimal for the straights? I mean, DRS is enabled now. We'll see how Piastri can attack. But if in 14 laps, Piastri can't get past Max, then they're really fucked up for not going for a low downforce setup. Like, yeah, you might be strong through Sector 2 for a qualifying lap. But in a race, you want that straight line speed to go for overtakes. All right, so right now, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, basically no changes all the way down to 12th. Obviously, Gasly not starting the race, which is unfortunate, but the top 4 changing. Wait, the only change we've had is Alonso and Stroll, and the top 4, that's it. Really clean at the back of the field, the fuck. Spencer, thank you so much for the 5-month resub, dude. Appreciate you coming to the Prime. I know you've been holding on for that for a little bit, so appreciate you waiting and using the Prime on me. Thank you, dude. All right. Piastri's very close right now. Piastri is very close. How is Lando, like, falling back, man? Okay, Piastri is very close. You can see where the higher downforce is helping him in these corners. But is it going to be worth it when he can't catch on the straight? See, like, he's close... But by time DRS is open, is he going to be close enough? Like, Max is flying away. Holy shit. Did you see that? Max up a Rouge is just pulling away from Oscar. I think Max has got this in the bag. I think Leclerc's going to hold on to 3rd here as well because McLaren have built a car for quali. Predict your top 3. I think it's going to stay like this now. It's going to be too hard to overtake now. You can see Max's flat spot on his front right. I'm surprised Piastri didn't force Max off more. I know he actually did. Max just backed out. Yeah, look, Max lit the rears on the exit there. I'm surprised he got a run. Look at the speed. Oh my God. Did Piastri take a rouge wrong there, or is Max just that quick? Wait, Gasly's joined the race 2 laps down. Fuck yeah. I guess they just want to like test the car out and get the setup going. Great move from Leclerc as well. So like, look how close Piastri is, and then by the time they get up a rouge before DRS, Max is gone. Oh, there you go. And Lando gets back past Leclerc. To be honest, I thought Leclerc was going to be able to hang on. I see he lost DRS and then instantly dropped. Wow. This is exactly what I predicted. This is the thing, right? I'm a facts man. I'm a statistics man. And statistically speaking, P2 getting past P1 off the start is just like, just bound to happen. Did Max get a 1-place grid penalty? No. Imagine Occo gets past Leclerc now. Why is Red Bull giving Max and Yuki older tires? Oh, wait. Yeah, good point. Max. Actually, really good point. Max, Leclerc, Ocon, Behrman, Lawson, Yuki, Russell, Stroll, Alonso, Antonelli, Gasly, all using used tires. 3 laps older as well. Wow. What's your favorite and least favorite track? Favorite track is... I like Silverstone. I like Monaco. I like Saudi Arabia. They're probably my top 3. I like Brazil as well. I don't know. Too hard to decide, to be honest. Probably Monaco is my favorite. I don't know. I just love the vibes of that Grand Prix. Least favorite? Miami. Look, Piastri just can't get close enough. Piastri can't get close enough. Here comes Behrman on signs. Dude, the Haas looks rapid in a straight line too. And finally, Antonelli can get past Hulkenberg. Okay, so if Max can hold on for 14 laps, can he hold on for what? How long's the race? 48, 50 laps? How long's the full race? Will he be able to hang on for that long? 44. I don't know. You just have to do this 4 times. Oh, Piastri in the gravel. I like this from Alpine. Sending the car out, getting some laps in so they can adapt the car after the sprint before quali. In a race, they would pit the McLaren in clean air and they would put in faster. Yeah, it would all come down to strategy at that point. I love Red Bull's approach this year of like, look, I love Red Bull's approach of like, we're not going to beat them unless we try something. And they tried something, you know? And Silverstone didn't work. This weekend it might work. The problem is now, has Red Bull shown their hand too early though? You know, is McLaren going to put a lower downforce on coming into the race? But yeah, this is typical Spa, man. Everyone raves about Spa every single year, and the same thing happens every single year. DRS trains, no overtaking anywhere. Spa is an amazing track to hot lap, but it is so poo for racing in modern day Formula One cars, man. Like last year we had a really good race because of strategy, but other than that, like it's so rare you have a good race in Spa. In a full race, McLaren can win. They split strategies, but would they? No, that's my point. You know, they're probably gonna end up doing in Japan, right? If this happens in the race, imagine this exact same scenario happen in the race. We'd have a Japan where both the McLarens don't do anything, do the same strategy, and they just both lose to Max. Because they'd rather lose to Max than gift Lando a win. You know what I mean? Like, look how close Piastri is through bus stop. Look how close he is through bus stop, and then also to turn one, and then watch Max would just gone. So the gap's 7 tenths, 8 tenths. Like he has DRS, sorry, he has slipstream, and he's hardly catching. He Aussie or Kiwi? So I was born in Australia and lived there for 10 years, but I grew up in New Zealand for 10 years as well, so I'm like 50-50. Yeah, no overtaking right now. McLaren can change their setup before the race. Yeah, they can. Everyone can change. Part firm 8 will open. Absconda. What is up, dude? On the stream. Also, Bros, Randy. Thank you guys for the follows. Guys, stick around after the sprint. We got the sprint, the post-sprint show to watch. And then we've got F2 sprint race. And then we've got F1 qualifying later on today. Yeah, race looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. Let me actually look at the weather now. Spa, Francorchamps weather. Yeah, rain all day tomorrow. I've got no rare, says Lewis. Great. Love that. Love that. All right, lap 8. Yeah, not much is happening. I think I always come into Spa. I almost come into Spa with the same mentality as Miami, except in Miami, I can go into the weekend being like, I'm going to enjoy all the marketing, all the social content, everything out off track. Spa, there isn't really much off track to enjoy. Yeah, man. I don't rate Spa much as highly that much as a track, and this is a prime example why. This is a prime example why. Everyone always asks me what's my hot take, and I can never come up with a hot take on the top of my head. I need to remember my hot take is Spa is a terrible track for modern day Formula One. I don't know why. There has to be a there has to be a coincidence, or like a no, not coincidence, correlation between the fact that there has to be some sort of correlation that all the best races, the tracks are short, and all the bad races, the tracks are long. Max will be even more clear if the race is wet. Nope. If the race is wet and he's got this set up on, it's going to be the exact same story as Silverstone. So it will be interesting to see. Tomorrow's Grand Prix is going to be very interesting. If it right now, it says it's going to rain tomorrow. So if I'm Alpine, I'm putting a wet setup on and just hoping it rains. And if I'm another team, I'm putting a low downforce setup on and hoping it's dry. It is literally going to be pot luck. Or you can go kind of in the middle, and then you're kind of mid in both conditions. It'll be interesting to see what the top teams do, like McLaren. Oh, Piastri's here. Oh, he's very close. Even Lando's catching up now. Max, obviously on 3-lap older tires. Is he starting to hit the cliff now? They can change setup after the sprint. No, 100%. But they don't know what the rain is going to be like tomorrow. And they have to lock in a setup before tomorrow. So how do you preempt what's going to happen with the rain? Radion is a dangerous corner. I mean, Arouge's got a lot of safety put in it now. I don't think Arouge is a dangerous corner. I think it's a... How do I word this? Because obviously we have had people pass away there. But like, the corner isn't dangerous. Like, the people who... The tragedies we've sadly had at that corner, it's not because of the corner itself. It's not because of the impact, right? It's because of other cars coming up the corner blind and hitting them. So I guess you could say it's a dangerous corner, but I guess my point is it's not the corner itself. It's more like the visibility of the other drivers coming up and hitting them. And I like that they've done a lot of safety measures now to make it better, like pushing the wall back. But still, yeah, still dangerous. All right. Piastri is slightly closer than he was a few laps ago. But he needs to be closer than this. And Lando's here now. Bro, this is crazy. I love this setup strategy from Red Bull. If Piastri gets through, can he use DRS to keep Max in second? DRS? No, so DRS is only available for the car behind. $52, Spider. Thank you so much for the 52-month resub. Holy.
52 Ponden.
Why did he say it like that? Spider, thank you so much for the 52-month resub with Tier 1, dude. Really do appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hey, no, I'm doing good. We obviously took a couple weeks off. Wasn't feeling the best, but we're back. I'm feeling good. Like, look, Piastri's dropped 8 tenths on Max now. Through how? Okay, what I want to know now is Piastri has a higher downforce setup on, yet he's losing time in Sector 2. How? Oh, Max has lost a lot of time there. It's down to half a tenth. Okay, this is Piastri's best chance. This is Piastri's best chance. He needs to go for a dive here. Otherwise, this... Oh my god, and Lando's here as well. Lando's here as well. Lando needs to get ready for Piastri's attack. Piastri's going to go for it here. He needs to dive. He needs to dive. Oh my god. Oh my god. This mistake is going to cost Max. Is Max going to hold the inside or outside? No, Piastri still can't do it. That was his best chance. He's not going to get another chance now. Max won't let that happen again. Max still not feeling comfortable with that car. And he's on 3-lap older tires, by the way, guys. Red Bull opted for used tires, maybe saving the fresh set for the race. I don't know how it works. I don't know why they wouldn't just use a fresh set. Yeah, I think Max is really feeling this older tire now. Look at his rear wing, bro. It's literally a piece of paper. I can't believe Piastri couldn't get past it with 5 tenths. It was actually 4 tenths when after they rounded turn 1. Guys, it's not the Chad flag, it's not the Romanian flag. It's the Belgian flag, and it's just got a blue light on it. I can't get rid of the blue light. It's just embedded into the graphic. Yeah. If he can't get past with 4 tenths, how's he going to get past with 6 tenths? Yeah, Haas going to secure some solid points here. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 points. Wow. He's not going to get close enough. Oh, here we go. Okay, I was waiting for a... I'm quicker. I'm quicker. Let me have a shot at Max with literally 3 laps to go. Yeah, it's been a pretty dull sprint, but if this was a race, this would be very interesting because strategy would come into play. You'd be playing the long game a lot more. Yeah, how do you out-qualify Max by 4 tenths? And then lose to him in the race? Like, it's not like shocking. It's more just like, you shouldn't let that happen. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't misjudge the setup that much. Yeah, Lando's only way past her in a double fucking DRS slipstream train is hope that Piastri makes a mistake. Or, wait, speaking of mistake, I think Piastri just did make a mistake. He just dropped. Lando's closer to Piastri than Piastri is to Max now. What if Lando attacks Piastri? Low? Nah, there's no point risking that on your teammate. It's gonna end like this. It's gonna end like this. Wow. What about Gasly? He didn't start. He didn't start the race. He started the race from the garage. So, King, thank you for the wallet. All right, guys, couple laps to go. Oh, is Albon about to go for a move? How many overtakes we've seen? Like 2? Wait, actually, how many overtakes has there been? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's been 4 overtakes this race. Stroll on Alonso. Hamilton on Hulk. Antonelli on Hulk. Max on Piastri. Leclerc on Norris. And then Norris back on Leclerc. 6 overtakes. Hell yeah. Well, in terms of a limitless fantasy team, I got Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc. Russell, who didn't really do anything, but hopefully he redeems himself in the race. Oh. All right, guys, couple laps to go. If you've been enjoying the stream so far, be sure to hit the follow button. We do watch-alongs like this for every session, for every single Grand Prix weekend. Stick around until later on today. We have got qualifying. We're going to be live all the way through to it. We've got F2 sprint race to watch, and we've got... Oh my god, the drone cam sucks this weekend. We've got F2 sprint race to watch. We've got the sprint post-race show, and we've got yeah, all the build-up into quali. Oh, Piastri 3 tenths. Are we going to cut to it? No, it's probably because they're already at the end of the fucking straight, yeah. Thibaut Courtois waving the flag for the sprint today. Obviously a Belgian footballer. I've actually played F1 with him. Or against him. In a quadrant virtual GP. I think he's actually the most famous person I've interacted with in my life. Nah, probably Max is more... Who's more... Yeah, Max is bigger than Courtois now. But... Legendary, Real Madrid keeper for a very long time. Is it dick sucking if I say that Lando's a better driver than Piastri? I mean, it's just your opinion, right? Where do you reckon Lando will finish the race tomorrow? Exact same position he is now, P3. Or no, P2 probably. I don't know. All right, final lap as we watch some people sit on some rocks. Oh, a little mistake from Max. Little mistake from Max. Piastri's close. Is he going to be close enough, though, on this final lap? Is he going to be close enough? What's the gap? What's the gap? What's the gap? How is it 6/10? That looks like 4. He's not going to be close enough. No, I thought he was way closer than that. He looks so close. No. Hamilton gets past Albon. That's it. That is it. Wow. Max. Well done. Exactly like I predicted. He'll get him down the straight with his low downforce rear wing and then just hold on for 14 laps because there's, you know, it's too hard to overtake and there's no strategy in a sprint. So Red Bull have played it perfectly for that extra point. Now, the question is, coming into the race, Hamilton and Albon are battling. Coming into the race, what is everyone going to do? Are they going to go wet setups? Are they going to go dry setups? Are they going to go low downforce? Are they going to go in the middle and balance it out? It's going to be so interesting. Tomorrow's race is going to be so interesting because it looks like it's going to rain all day. But you don't know how much it's going to rain and when it's going to rain and if it's going to rain at all. But yeah, a bit of a dull sprint, but as you'd expect for a race in Spa. Spa's a great track, but for some reason it just produces stinkers in F1. But yeah. I'm happy with that result though. As long as he doesn't like lock the rears right now and just spin. He's done it. Beautiful. Wins the sprint as he weaves everywhere. Well done to Max. Yeah, Piastri and Norris, they need to look at their setup. That's concerning. Leclerc, look at that. 8 seconds behind the leaders. That is crazy. McLaren and Max are just in their own little league. And then Ocon, well done. Best of the rest. Sainz P6, Behrman P7, Hadjar nabbing P8. Such a shame for Gasly. Gasly should have gotten that point. But obviously having that issue with his car, he started from the pit lane. Then Bortoletto and Lawson missing out on points. Yuki P11. Lauren Mecky's 100% win rate. 100% win rate for Lauren Mecky's right now. What's Piastri got to say? What a nail-biter. What a thriller. Alright, guys, stick around. We've got the sprint post-show to watch. And then we have got F2 sprint race leading on into F1 qualifying. So we're going to be live all day. If you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, come join us on Twitch. Linked in chat, twitch.tv/Ponden. Remember when they used to do the sprint truck that goes around with the reefs and shit? Another McLaren bottle. You love to see it. Going off of the same conversation that we had earlier. Are we allowed to call that a bottle? I wouldn't say it's a bottle. It depends on your definition of bottle. A major misjudgment. I mean, if I could sit at home, put it this way, if I could sit at home and predict that Max Verstappen would do exactly that, surely guys who are paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a year and it's their job to study Formula One and the strategy and the tracks could go, maybe we put a low downforce setup on because otherwise Max will overtake us and just hang on. You know what I mean? So like, I wouldn't say it's a bottle, but like, I feel like that was very predictable. And especially because your car opens up after the sprint, there's no excuse of like, oh, we put a wet setup on. We put a wet setup on because we're waiting for no, because the fucking park firmware opens up. So why did they go for such a heavy? You know, they're literally one of the slowest cars in the straight after practice and sprint quality. Can't believe how bad the Fry is. Not excited anymore. Yeah, I was saying this yesterday, man. Imagine Fry and Merc were actually good. But I don't think McLaren bottled the sprint. I think they just completely misjudged the setup. But yeah, good to see Max getting that win. After everything that happened. I wonder what Christian's thinking right now at home. I wonder what Christian's thinking right now at home. Do we get interviews with all three, or is it just, I think it's just the winner. So I'm new to F1. What did this race do? Sup, Willie? So this is a sprint race. They have a sprint weekend where it's essentially just like a practice race or like a tester for the race on Sunday. It's just a sprint. It's just a sprint. There's eight championship points up for grabs for the winner. But yeah, it's more of like a tester or like a taster, sorry, for the race on Sunday. McLaren only need to stop Max, so they still can't do that. I as part of the predictions for Max. Wow, barely anyone predicted Max. Beautiful. I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, what a win. Like, you know, they just put on a good setup and just held the lead. But it still just goes to show the level that Max and Red Bull operate at, that they were like, well, we're gonna do something if we want to beat McLaren. Me when I watched the Belgian Grand Prix. It's like an appetizer. Yeah, exactly. Bold Explorer XOXO. There you guys with the follows. So McLaren can change their car. Yeah, everyone can change their car now after Parc Ferme, and now they're gonna try predict what's gonna be happening with the wet weather later, tomorrow. What's Lando got to say? Yeah, proper race tomorrow. Qualifying later today. How is it already a Helmut Marko interview? I'm not too fussed about sprint races. Well, you just lost 1 point on your teammate in the championship, but it's not that big of a deal. But every point counts when you're in a type championship. Yeah, when you think about the points system, you're like, 1 point. Who fucking cares? Why is bro so silent? We're just listening to interviews right now. Why is Jolien rubbing it in their face? Ooh, another wet race. 2 in a row. Oh my god, imagine. What happened to Gasly? He didn't start the race on the grid. He had a water leak. And yeah, Max won. Yeah, that lockup almost cost him. Great question from Jolion. Yeah, Gasly started the race 2 laps down to just try the car out. Make sure the issue's gone. Yeah, I'm not feeling confident about Max in the race, though. If he has to do that for 44 laps with brake problems and the tires falling off. When you're in a glazing competition, your opponent is Ponden glazing Jolly. He's just good, man. He's just good at his job. He's so informational, but also in like a fun, energetic way. You know what I mean? Most people who are good at wait, Courtois. Oh, okay, I thought he was just walking off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a lot of people who like are great with their information and stuff, they're just like boring. Tebow is so tall. Holy fuck. Now Max is tall. Tebow is tall. Oh, Max loves his football. Instantly just talk over Tebow. All right, guys, that wraps up the sprint. What a result. What a result. But obviously not that great of a race as you'd expect for Spa. But guys, that's going to wrap up the watch along. The stream's not over though. Well, it is for YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch. We're going to be staying live to watch the post-sprint show. But TikTok and Twitch, stick around. Yeah, thank you guys all for joining me for the watch along. If you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. We do this for every single Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. So join me later on today for qualifying. Join me tomorrow for the race and every other Grand Prix this year. All right, YouTube. I'll catch you guys later.